Shiva. Say.
Testing.
It's been a long time. How have you been?
Hello. Welcome back to the internet. Been a couple weeks since I streamed, taking some time off of all my responsibilities and obligations. But they were back here waiting for me when I got back. They didn't go anywhere. So we're here to do some more streaming. And I wasn't quite ready to jump back into video games, considering I'm sort of fixated on all this AI image stuff and started making videos there on the YouTube. So I thought, well, that's what my mind is on right now. Why don't I just do a little... What? To let go! 21
Thank
months!
you for helping us help you help us all.
Heyo, Zach, hi.
Hey, thank you. Heyo. I think that means that your subscription's old enough to drink now, so cheers. Thank you for the support there. Hopefully you're doing all right. Summer's heating up over here. Getting some warm weathers. Well, let's play some. Let's we're gonna randomize our playlist again. We'll have some accompanying music in the background. Wait, that's the same song. Let's get off onto a good start. This is good enough. Sort of exciting, but it's okay. This technology is exciting. So my hair is all over the place. So I made this YouTube video about helmets, and then since then I've designed a bunch more helmets. But then today I saw GA here in chat. She posted some shoe things, and I was like, whoa, these shoes are really cool too. There's certain types of objects that I guess the AI has reference material for, so it's really good at rendering them. I've tried things like cameras and miniature vehicles and things like that. More helmets, more cameras. But I think I want to focus on shoes, because shoes are cool. Some of the other helmets, pretty rad. I don't know how interesting these videos are going to be for general public, but fun enough for me to make. So here's some of the cars. I did different types of Hot Wheels cars, which gives it a certain miniature look. Some of these are pretty cool, but they're not like jaw-dropping. My jaw is not on the floor. I like some more than others. But the shoes, some of them look almost photorealistic. Some of these are pretty cool. What is this vehicle here? Futuristic steampunk Hot Wheels struck. Typo, supposed to be truck. Seductive product photo. If only I had spelled it correctly, maybe I would have trucks instead of strucks. Infallible. Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. But I guess you'll also see the process I go through as I do the AI upscaling stuff. I've already selected a few. So each image generation process generates 9 images. I've already gone through and made a few selections, but this is generally what I do. So I produce based on whatever tickles my fancy in terms of a prompt. Retro futuristic steampunk athletic shoes, color block, seductive product photography. Color block is this fashion approach where you have different segments of the garment, and each one is sort of in a solid color that I learned about from Teddy Fresh. So then I generate them, and then a lot of, usually they're all really cool at first glance, but then you start going in and you're like, oh, well, that's not quite really a shoe. But then there's usually one or two that stand out. Like for me, in this one, these two in the middle here stand out. This one, it's got a lot of character, it's goofy, but also lots of latent detail, I guess I would call it, like potential detail in this one. And they look like actual shoes, and they're fairly realistic. So then I just go and I crop them out. A little cropping. You hope your foot never goes to where it's sort of like a forked foot. It splits off into two. I guess that would be suboptimal. Then I crop it. I try to get as much of the original in there as I can. Save a copy. There's my copy. And then I rinse, repeat. And then after I enlarge them, there's another like curation process because some of them don't look as good as I was hoping after enlargement. So then there's like a second curation step. I just try to choose the best of the best. And then I'm gonna make another video. YouTube channel, I didn't make a video for like 4 years. So my YouTube channel just kind of stagnated. But I got a little bit of traction on this. The last one's got a couple hundred views in a couple days, and that's encouraging enough for me. This one looks cool, the big orange blob. What is that? All right, I'll do one more sheet. And then we'll do some enlargements. These ones turn out to be more ladies' shoes, ladylike shoes. The ones when they have the actual feet in there end up looking kind of cursed. They're kind of cool, but not quite plausible. This one's got bent ankle built into the shoe. One in the middle, kind of cool. Maybe this one. Maybe this one on the right. I'd say those three are worth exploring further. This one, and this one. You have viewed my video 99 times? Uh-oh. Well, you're accounting for half of the views. I don't think... I think YouTube knows that it's when that's just one person doing that. But I thank you for your efforts. Save this guy. Whoa, this song's much louder. We're gonna embiggen this one. And I always have to save these sheets so I can remember what I wrote for the prompt. Second day back at work after vacation. It's been a bit of a rude awakening, but I guess that means that vacation felt good because I felt like I got away from it all. You would wear the green one? Green one on top. Oh, this one in the corner? Okay, I'll grab that one too. Steampunk is just such a good aesthetic. You just get such interesting results. Okay. And the one more. Needed some more chill tunes. This song's chill. All right, now we're ready to go in and embiggen. I'm just gonna grab a handful of these. Minus those. And we will embiggen. We'll do one at a time. Because different images respond better to different settings. So now there's the main settings that I end up using for these is either going standard or low resolution, which impacts how it tries to maintain or render the details. It's easy sort of just flipping between those two. And then there's suppress noise, which like gets rid of like blur, which I don't know how much of that shows up on the stream anyhow. Suppress noise. Standard. Standard looks softer. I go 200. Softer. Crisper. Remove blur, which I think is just sharpening. I don't particularly like. Anyway, sort of just eyeball it. Look at it at half size. And what I can do is, if I click on the image, I can switch back and forth between the. That's what the actual image looks like, those pixels, and that's what the upscaled looks like. So it's pretty dramatic when you're like at this, when you zoom in this close. Like how much detail it's sort of just able to imagine. Pretty good. Oops. Trying to drink from a closed can. It sort of knows that this is wood and is able to create wood-like detail. And that this is sort of a metal. This is kind of leather. I think the standard looks better in this one. Very subtle, but will this actually sharpen anything? Pretty good. So if we want to compare the original image like that, or around these kinds of details, it seems like it handles these very well. Pixel soup. Now it's pretty good. Is Tommy loving me back? Yep. We've taken a nap together and we played together today with the string toy. It was fun. And I gave him food right before the stream started, which I'm sure he appreciated. Your one friend just got a kitten. You probably get to cat sit every once in a while. As long as the cat's like a decent kitty, it's a treat. You're in for a treat. And you know, you've had cats. All right, zipping along. This one seems to get that material, that leather, pretty well. There's a slight difference to it, the way it interprets the detail. So this part's blurrier on standard. It seems a little bit more detailed here. Pretty cool. I don't know exactly what the shoe is. Is that the leg, I guess? I guess that's the shoe. This one's weird. This is like a weird moccasin. Cyber moccasin.
Shade. Baser. What the fuck does that mean?
Pretty cool. Got all kinds of like gem inlays. Interesting heel design. I'm not sure what's going up on the toe. It's sort of like gold plated. Like that one. They're all so good. I like this one on the dark background. It's kind of got a different mood. The bright orange really pops. This one benefits from the standard option. I would wear so many of these shoes. Yeah, I'd look like pretty extravagant. I tend to dress pretty tamely, but I'd be tempted to wear these shoes. They're so cool. Interesting designs, materials, good chunky sole. This is the goofy one. Look, it's got googly eyes. This one also seems to like the additional detail here. Remove blur. I can't definitively see this. It's not doing what I expect it to do. It's crazy it can go from that noise to like this kind of thing. With this gem. Shin guard. The googly eyes. I like the googly eyes. Shit kicker. This is really ready to kick some ass. In style. It's crazy. Alright, this one's a pretty standard shoe, but it had really well-defined material that looked like leather, even in like the original view. So I thought this one would transform. This one looks pretty realistic. To hear the standard, I think it makes it too shiny. It looks artificial. You go low resolution, it's a little bit softer but more natural. With zoom. Looks like types of leathers or skin. Human skin? Some kind of skin. Not the most exciting shoe, but kind of academically interesting. I guess these materials very well. How about this one? Is this a shit kicker? This one looks like a face almost. And I don't understand. It's like open toed, so your toes don't go up in there. Your toes stick out down here. Not the most practical shoe, but it's got a striking design. This one I thought was rad. I love the colors. I love the chunkiness. I love just the mishmash. It's kind of Neapolitan. Bulbous. I love this one. The color is good, yeah. On the green one. The AI just couldn't make it quite make an actual shoe out of it. Pretty close though. This one looks... What? Who shot me? Fancy!
Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Ask me about my wiener.
Hold on. Hold on.
TappyBot says,
What about your wiener fancy?
Do tell. This is a good shoe. I would wear this shoe. Let's zoom out. Well, let's zoom in to see just what an improvement it is again. Going from like that to cohesive lines here. This material. Zoom out. That's a rad shoe. I like that shoe. Your wiener's good? That's good to hear. Men's health concerns, you know. You have to check your monthly for, you know, lumps and things. Misshapen. You don't want things misshapen down there. I hope you're doing good. I've been gone for a couple weeks. You may or may not have noticed, but I'm back. You're working game dev again? You? Your wiener? Who is it? 15 months of sub hype. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate. Well, I appreciate that. Both of us, you and the wiener. Whoa, you both got hired together? It was a package deal, huh? You and your package. Otherwise, no deal. Well, good for you, man. Congratulations. Tell us about all the games that you're not allowed to tell us about because of your NDA. What can we expect? When is Half-Life 3 coming? When is the Elden Ring DLC? Look at this. I think the prompt for this one included like Versace or something, some fashion designer. So it's a little bit more on the gaudy side. Gaudy sporting shoe. Very gaudy. Gaudy. You like the hot dogs with the cheese in the middle? I don't know. I don't know if I believe it's cheese. Not I can't believe it's not cheese. I can't believe it's cheese. Not the most appreciable difference here, but there's definitely more detail. If we choose the low resolution option. So here is with low resolution. You can see all the little like cracking leather. Now standard is kind of just blurred out. You don't even see that. So we're going for the low res. Much more definition in the materials. I like this right here. This sort of shell shell and then like golden laces. Decadent. You're working on Redacted and Redacted. Occasionally help on Redacted, and it will be released in Q Redacted in the year of our Lord Redacted. Ugliest part of the shoe? Right here. What is this? The shoe's immaculate except for this little grotesque nodule. Why is that there? It doesn't stand out because you're distracted by all the rest of the shoe first. The shoe has room for a person bunion. What's that? What that is? These ones also look very. Just the composition of this image looks so natural, and the shoes seem pretty coherent. Like I don't see any like glaring flaws in the structure of the shoe, so I was like, oh, this one's a pretty good one. Could be a contender. Like dinosaur shoes, right? Jurassic shoe. This one's hard to decide. They both have their charm. Which one's more real? I think standard. Plus the little details. It actually looks like dinosaur flesh. Let's suppress some noise though. It'll help smooth out some of the jaggies. These materials up here are so good. The lighting coming from those pixels. From those pixels, it comes up with the accurate like highlighting on these like this scale kind of texture. It's miraculous. There's only like 3 pixels in this area that are full bright, but it's smart enough to know that, you know, it's not a dumb AI doing the upscaling. All this stuff here, this detail, crazy. This one might be best of show just in terms of quality of the output here. You work with a company that's heavily into VR. Oh, it is Valve. Say hi to Gaben for me. Or do you work for the Zuck? You work for Meta and you're developing games for the Quest 3 Cambria. You're working for the Zuck. Or Gaben. It's either Zuck or Gaben. Maybe there's one or two other companies. Oh wait, you work for PlayStation because they're releasing the PlayStation 2 VR. One of those 3. That's pretty good. If one of those 3, I'm pretty good. I've narrowed it down. It's one of those 3 companies. Those are the only names in VR, really. This is not a very practical shoe either, but it just looks so good. Just more chill tunes here. Relaxing. I need to hide myself so you can see the full shoe. Metapod? But it's just like, where's the foot go is my question. Because it's like, the foot goes like in between this and then, I don't understand the structure here. But it looks like it's got avocado chic. Like that avocado chic. Not super detailed. It's not like that last set of shoes there was just so much detail going on. But it is pretty impressive how it cleans up these edges. So low res or standard? Softer. Remove blur. Bring out some of the grain. I think it's pretty good. I would wear this shoe if I knew how to put it on. There are no dumb AIs, there are only dumb prompts. No, there are AIs that haven't learned as much. They're ignorant. They're not stupid. They're just, well, there's AIs that are less capable of learning. So there are smarter AIs that have capacity to learn more. And there are AIs that produce better results based on the same input. So I think you can say that some AIs are dumber than others, but it's all in how you define dumbness, and smartness. The song's so good.
1, 2, 3, 4, hit!
Feel good vibes. All right, you'll now output the images. You can do all these together, which is nice. Save 12 images. JPEG, max quality, custom name. Shoes, 01, first batch. Execute. Now I get to take advantage of my fancy graphics card, just plows through those. We can then re-enlarge these to even higher. I don't think it's gonna add any meaningful detail, but let's just see what happens. What if we try to make it even extra mega larger? Is it gonna actually add more detail? Giga. Here we can see our handiwork first. This was a 256 by 256 image. Now it looks like dinosaur shoes. You gonna get food and come back? Yeah, no worries. I'll be here. Yeah, good colors on that green and gold shoe. Nice reflections here. Simulated reflection of this shoe. The AI upscaling just really gets a good sense of, it has a pretty good sense of the materials, like leather, and making things look like leather from a soup of pixels. The shoe's dancing. Shoes designed by, that is new Ninja Turtle shoes. Serious. These are my favorite. These are like kids' shoes. Neapolitan. Love the Neapolitan. It's like they're like ice cream. Which shoes are gonna go in the thumbnail? I figured I'd put like one, like sort of men's shoe and one ladies' shoe. I think this might be one of them for the thumbnail. This one's just boring. I mean, it was academically interesting, but it's a boring shoe. Not super exciting. Now this one is solid. Cowboy boot with the googly eyes. Rhinestone cowboy boot. I like it. This one cool, but just like right after this one, less successful. This one's also a great photo. It's a cool shoe, but I'd rather have this shoe. Yeah, this one's cool too, but not a wiener. So I guess I want to show all these, but you know, I don't want to make a super long video. But maybe I'll probably showcase in detail some of the best ones and then kind of just montage the rest of them more quickly. This one also, I mean, just looks pretty convincing, but I like the wooden aspect on this one, wooden shoe. And then there's that one that you wanted. It's cool design, but it doesn't look so realistic just in terms of how the details panned out. There's no like less recognizable stuff. It looks very fashionable. The shoe with the bubble gum stuck on the bottom? Yeah, he's about to step in gum right here. Or maybe he's got gum, a second piece of gum. He's got gum right there, and then this is like I don't know. I like the wooden floor on this one too. kind of a detail. See that like wooden slats? So just, I think that helps lend to the authenticity. It feels more real because it also feels like a more realistic setting. It seems like not much heel support though. It's like your sock sticks, your bare heel sticks out the back there. Maybe it's super future rubbery cushion. This is a fantastic shoe. This one might win, actually, the thumbnail competition. I think it might. That's a fantastic looking shoe, especially like I mean, it looks great small too, which helps for thumbnails. I'm just looking at it at the preview window. The googly eyes. All right. Well, that was just the first batch. Thought we're done? No. We got shoes for days, whether we like it or not. We'll do at least one more round. Oh, here you can see the ones I didn't pick. Rejects. Let's get to new stuff. Here also, I thought this one over here was pretty successful, but not exciting enough. Here's where that one came from. I think this is new. Now we're looking for gems again. These are futuristic steampunk basketball shoes by Frank Lloyd Wright, who's an architect. They look okay. They look like pretty coherent shoes. Oh, I did grab this one. None of these are too exciting. Okay. I need real standouts. These have a different aesthetic. Futuristic steampunk basketball shoes by Lamborghini. Dark pastel color block. The dark purple one on top is good. This one here on the left? Or were you talking about the previous image? This one? It's good. It's not amazing. I mean, it's just not it's a very good, normal looking shoe, you know what I mean? I'm looking for more exciting. But I am going to satisfy viewer requests. I'm happy to upscale any of these that you want to see. Not just about me here. Let me share the... let's make it at least a little bit interactive, right? We're doing them anyway. It's like purple Doc Martens. Got it. Where are we? All right, any keepers here? This one's looking pretty good to me. Look okay, but they seem pretty, they're like not even detailed. They seem like they're not gonna, I'm getting the sense that they're not gonna upscale too well. The top left, also pretty cool. I think this one, and this one. This one's like, what the hell's basketball shoe? Let's put a basketball on the shoe. This is pretty cool, but not cool enough. Let's try this one and this one. This is from Craiyon. I don't know if you guys have switched yet. It's from DALL-E Mini. It's rebranded to Craiyon. AI in the middle, Craiyon. I think this one might be good. Where were we? And this one. I think part of it is that the look and feel of the image of these ones is a little bit more photographic, where some of the other ones feel more illustrated. I'm going for photorealistic, or an approximation of that. The one on bottom middle looks like felt. Oh, like a soft shoe? No, I'd be curious to think. Let's see if the AI thinks it's soft like felt. I agree. It kind of has that warm, fuzzy feeling, like a teddy bear skin. Let's test the AI, upscaling AI. All right, so that's from that batch. Now we have some more ladies' shoes. Futuristic steampunk shoes by Nike. Seductive product photography. I didn't even say ladies' shoes, but I guess since I put seductive product photography, it's like, oh, ladies' shoes. I like this, kind of funky. One's pretty cool too, actually. This one's kind of busted. This one's a no. Kinda cool. Looks more like an illustration though. I'd say these two, but top two, first two. Top middle. I think I'm gonna do the top, first two. These ones have some cool features, but they're just not full shoes. This one's just nice and weird, stumpy, but I like the colors and stuff, and I want to see what it does with all this machinery, like all this metallic looking stuff. How does it handle it? Like bronze or something. Some pretty serious platforms here. Oh. Back here. Oh. That one might be really good too, actually. Got a lot of different materials. It looks like it's gonna be like wood and gold and like gems and then like this teal colored metal. That one might be really good. Alright, what was that batch? Where were we? Here. This one? First one's kinda, it's got this weird thing underneath. Looks pretty cool though. I wish this just feels a little bit weird. It's not like normal, but this looks like interesting composition. This one looks like it could turn out real good. I say this one in the corner, first one, and then the middle right. Middle right. Middle looks cool, but not quite a image. You like the yellow heel? Yeah, I think it's pretty striking. She's like stepping on felt or something. Pretty cool. I kind of want to see how the middle one will turn out, even though it's a little bit slightly cursed. Not severely cursed. Only if you look closely. The part that's wrong is right here. This little chunk of shoe shouldn't be there. And then the heel of this one kind of blends into part of this shoe. So the mess up part's right here. It's not, oops, it's not significant. In the big picture. Only slightly cursed. Only a little bit of curse. The last one is the only good, you think? The last one. This one down here? Look at that angle. You can't walk in that. I guess that's not what it's about. Is this the one you mean? It's super low res. I just don't think is that the one you mean, or do you mean this one? Oh, this one's got split heel. That is the one? All right, we'll do that one. So unfortunately, this one's only filling up half of the frame, so it's even smaller. You know what I mean? So it's like gonna have to work even harder to enlarge it. There's less to work with, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think you'd want to wear that for more than 1 minute with that kind of angle. I'm guessing. All right, how many do we have for the second batch? We need a few more. Let's get a couple more. Do one more image. Basketball shoes. Middle one's kind of cool. Not super exciting. I mean, they're nice, but they're not like blowing me away. They're just I think I'm gonna pass on all of these. They're okay, but they're not like crazy good. Most of them you can't put your foot in anyway. I think I'm taking a pass on this one. Look, this one's got the severed pinky toe. I want some mellow music. What about the one with the severed toe? Middle one, pretty cool. Bottom left, pretty cool. Bottom left and middle. That gives us 10, then we'll go back into the upscaling. Ba-dee-dee-doo. I think this one could be good. That middle one, yeah. And I like the bottom left one also. The green's a little weird, but I like it. Like if you're a character designer and you just want to come up with like concepts for cool shoes, you can just start with this, but then replace all the blur with deliberate detail. But it's a great like brainstorming assistant. Can't deny. You know, if you don't like the green, you can just draw it again, but with whatever color you like. Fix the cursed parts. All right, that gives us a nice round 2 set. So from here to here, we actually got 11. Okay. Here, I'll hide so you guys can see. A little shit kicker right there on the toe. Pretty cool materials. Metal. Pretty good one. Like it. Probably montage material though. Not showcase, but good one. The colors just could be more exciting, but I like the subtlety of this material. It's like weird purple, blue, iridescent. It's like a toenail. It's like a painted toenail right here. White part. Painted toenail. Then a little bit of shit kicking. Jesse Skinner. How long until the process you're doing coming up with prompts, generating, selecting, upscaling will be taught in design university classes? I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the field of research, but there's plenty of people like me just experimenting on their own and studying. And I think the strength of the prompts I have learned, it depends on what AI you're talking to. Because there's a couple other free ones that we have access to, and the prompts that work good for DALL-E Mini don't necessarily work good for, what was it, latent something? Latent AI? Latent image? Which does come up with very good results too, but you need a different set of prompts. So it's like, you know, if you were to get training, I think you'd have to have training that's specific to the AI you're trying to use. But by the same token, I think the better that the AI gets, the better it is at interpreting your intent. So you don't have to be so good with your words. How's it going, Jesse? Welcome. I would love to have access to DALL-E too. I thought your question was going to be, how soon before the AI is coming up with the prompts on its own? Like right now, I'm doing all this work. I'm having to come up with these cool prompts. Can't the AI also come up with the cool prompts for me? This guy made a prompt parrot where you can put in one prompt and it'll spit out like 10 variations of your prompt. So it does that work for you. How lazy can we get? How convenient can it possibly be? That's what we're looking for. We want that zero effort solution. I'm just enjoying exploring what feels like future technology to me. I didn't know that we were here. It handles so many things so well. What do you do? Are you involved in graphics or considering a field of study? Working? You've played with Midjourney. Oh, you got in on the early access thing. Whole new skill set that'll be really important soon for designers. That I agree with. That on its face, the tool is so powerful that if you're not willing to embrace it, that's when you risk losing your job. Because the next guy who's willing to leverage AI, at least in the brainstorming phase, if not in the final product, they're going to take your job. Because they're going to get things done by orders of magnitude more quickly. It is what it is. I mean, you can't, it's like factory workers lamented when automation came to their line of work. We're not so different, you and I. My background is in design and graphics and stuff, but thankfully that's not what I do for a living at this point. I'd be more nervous at having to learn stuff, but it's so fascinating just to play with. This one's doing an exceptional job of the upscale, the coherence, as you'd call it. Feels very good. It just transforms this mess down here to this nicely designed exposed toes right there. The heel turns from like garbage into an actual heel. These gems and things. I like it. If you're a web developer, you use GitHub Copilot, also OpenAI, to help you program now. Became such an important tool in your tool belt. It won't replace me, it'll enhance you, right? Because you're willing to embrace it. You gotta embrace change. Hey, Beanomical, what's going on, man? It'll enable you to create prototype web design layouts by speaking them, right? Or by typing them. I'm impressed with how this one turned out, big time. How you doing, Binomical? I would wear this shoe. All right, GA, here's the one you wanted, but this is the one I'm worried because it's only half the. It only uses like a portion of the original image, so it's very small. Looks like a crystal shoe. Looks like an ornamental like shoe made of crystal. Still impressive what it can do with so little information. Looks like it's a piece of art, like a ornamental statue of a shoe. I'm still very impressed though. It can do so much with so little. Alright, this music's a little too hype for me.
Come and catch ya! 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Well, games have I's been playing. I went on vacation from work and everything for a couple weeks, family time, and I didn't play much of anything. Game-wise, I'm still planning to return to Cyberpunk, but I guess I took a vacation from everything, from work, from video games, from streaming, from any and all responsibilities, and all of my routine. Now I'm back. Jesse, thanks for the follow. Copilot makes suggestions that half the time are what you were about to type, the other half is better than what you would have done, because it's drawing from the wisdom of the crowds. Like in these AIs, you can add as like award-winning art design, or you add award-winning as a descriptor, and then it'll produce something that's consistent with materials that have won awards based on attributes that you may not be aware, that are hard for a human to even understand. It knows what makes award-winning, even if we don't. All right, here was the incoherent image, but that just looks so interesting. We wanted to try it. The feet are blending together. This is sort of like stained glass material. It does all these materials really nicely. These little like stained glass gems. This shoe stuff, it's just a busted image though. Probably Photoshop fix it. That one's cursed though. So what is this? Here, I'll show you the full process. We're creating images via text, and then we are upscaling them. So using artificial intelligence, and then we are upscaling those images via artificial intelligence. Just making some shoes. Yeah, but we can make whatever. I've been making all kinds of stuff. Shoes. What else we got? Cool helmets. More shoes. Some cars. Look at these helmets. No one drew these. These are the AI came up with these based on Fisher-Price futuristic steampunk helmet. This website you can use. It's free. Anyone can do it. www.crayon.com. You go and you just type whatever you want in there. So here, watch. I know what you've been playing recently, so. Here. Steampunk helmet in the style of Elden Ring. Stylish product photography. Then you click the button. Sometimes it'll time out. If there's too much traffic, you just have to wait and click it again. And then you wait up to 3 minutes. There's a little timer here in the corner. You can scrutinize the timer. Usually it's before like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, depending on the complexity of your prompt, I guess. And it'll pump out an image. And then there's this software called Gigapixel AI. This part's not free, but it uses AI to upscale images from a very low resolution. So to compare, you know, the original image looks like this with all these pixels and chunks and stuff. And then the enhanced image looks like that. It's able to bring out detail that was like barely even suggested. And I'm enlarging the image by 600% in each direction. So 6 times 6 wider, 6 higher. You can add Unreal Engine or Unreal Engine 5 or 3D, yeah, realistic 3D render. If you know like other rendering tools, like what is it, Octane or I don't know. I'm not in that world, but it's crazy. All you need to know is the name of a technique or the name of something, an artist, a photographic technique, a art medium. You just type it like daguerreotype or woodcut print or whatever. So here we have our results. Steampunk helmet in the style of Elden Ring, stylish product photography. So while Elden Ring isn't steampunk at all, these have the vibe of Elden Ring, but they're steampunk helmets. Whatever you can conceive of. And this one that's available to us for free is rudimentary compared to what is on the horizon. That is so powerful that it's not even being released to the public yet. Which is DALL-E 2. Gallery Gallery. I implore you, if any of you are curious, I implore you to check out this website. I think people from around here are familiar. But just go there and just browse and know that everything you're looking at was generated by a text prompt. And blow your mind. My mind's been blown since I discovered this stuff. Hey, what's up? Zach, how you doing? With Midjourney, you can see it progress every 5 seconds. It's super interesting to watch it. So you can see it diffuse or manifest. Maybe I should apply for the beta access. What's the cost? Can I ask you what? I know there's a fee as well, which I probably would be willing to pay, but do you know what the cost is? I saw it's like executed through Discord. You like submit your prompt in Discord. But these are some pretty cool helmets. Then when you upscale them with the AI, it's smart enough to know that like this is wood. So instead of making with pixel soup, it'll make it look like wood. So once you've generated one, there's also a convenient screenshot button that you save. Lets you save that for later. All right. So the motivation behind this stream is that $10 a month, free to start. Nice, yeah. Please, I would love an invitation. How can you invite me? I'm reluctant to give my email address in public, but have a Discord, or if I could reach out to you, or if you want to send me a private message or something. That would be phenomenal. And I would at least be willing to pay $10 a month short term and support them. It's just through Discord? You'll invite me to the channel? Alright, as long as they're cool with me showing up and not paying and skipping the line or whatever. I'm not trying to rock the boat, but I would love to play with more of these tools. Also, I can do a shameless plug. My YouTube channel, because I just released a video for the first time in 4 years, but it was about sort of what I'm doing now. It was a video about helmets generated through this process that we're going through, and my next video, as you might surmise, is going to be about shoes. But there's a endless supply of inspiration. How come this one's not sorting out the pixels? Oh, it is a little bit. I was excuse me. I was zoomed in at a percentage that wasn't 50 or 100, so that's why it looked weird. It looks pretty clean, actually. These materials here. Success. The only part about this one is the what's she walking on over here? She's stepping on her shadow. Bit of incoherence. You invited me to the beta. Woo! Free stuff! Wow! I will pay. I will certainly pay to support them, and if that gets me invites, even better. You can invite friends. Pretty sweet. You don't like this shoe? Hey, different strokes, right? Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that. All right, let's get through this round of shoes. Whoa! I'm liking that right away. Look at this, the wooden stuff. Whoa, that looks fantastic. These materials. I'll try the low res, but I think the standard's going to be better. There's so much intricate detail. Ooh! It looks more painterly, but it is a little bit more detailed. I wish it was instant swap, because it's like softer this way. Maybe it's more realistic. Looks more photographic. Yeah, I think it looks... The low resolution exaggerates some of the relief a little too much. Let's zoom out. That part right there is still cursed. Hi. No, that's fine. That's a stylish shoe. It likes the yellow heels. This AI likes the yellow heels, it seems like. You sent me an invite on Discord? Check it over here. Thank you. This is a good shoe. Got it. Join. Also, I can wave to you. Wave. Yeah, baby. All right, guys, we're in. All right, I'm not going to rock the boat. I will check it out after stream and make friends and stuff. But thank you. That's so exciting. I didn't know. Wasn't expecting to have access to Midjourney anytime soon. I am on the DALL-E 2 waitlist, but I expect that might be months, if not years, before they let me in. Too powerful. Too much power. Wow. Look at this one too, though. This one's very good too. The heel's a little bit cursed. You're gonna break your ankle on that heel. But this part, this whole central part is so good. It almost looks like a horse head, like an animal head, like the eye, the nose. The squat shape of this shoe. That's a good upscale. Let's get all up in there. It's so good. It turns that gibberish into this inlaid sort of glass gem, and then all this discernible detail, the black gem. The little like blue reflections from the lighting seem authentic. Probably not a comfortable shoe for the fashion. Sort of opaline kind of. I like the color on the heel too. It's just like, why didn't they flatten that out? You gotta flatten that out. This is a good batch. That's the yellow heel you referred to, I see. You're on the DALL-E waitlist too? One can only dream, right? Maybe if I can make, if I'm making enough YouTube videos, and then email DALL-E and say, hey, look, I'm an enthusiast. Hook me up. Gotta get in that way. What? Brooks!
Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Tapioki.
Tapioki, that's me. How you doing, man? We're just making some shoes and playing with AI and seeing what's possible. Having our minds blown. That this entire image, just like a few minutes ago, was nothing but a sentence. We decided to do this shoe not because it's super fabulous, but it looks like a very soft material. The original image looks very soft. You know, it looks like a soft, kind of fuzzy, short-haired teddy bear kind of softness, and we were trying to see if the AI knows that material. Hey, good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing all right. Doesn't seem like it wants to keep it soft. I mean, it's sort of soft, but it's like, doesn't seem porous or fuzzy. What if we try low res? Dinosaur skin. It's like soft leather, but not fuzzy. Fuzzy soft. I like the light up heel though. It's kind of stylish. Not a bad shoe, just not the most exciting of the bunch. 13 months of sub height. Baker's dozen of months. Here we get some pastel color block. Teddy Fresh style shoes. Go to 100. It's a little rough edges, kind of rough edges. The detail's kind of coarse detail. It looks a little better when converting from using the low res algorithm, because I guess the detail is low res. It's weird how just image per image, one of these two for this size of image, this type of image looks better. Because of this, the coarse detail is preserved as coarse detail when you use standard, because it thinks that it's trying to reproduce what's actually there. When you say low resolution, it knows that it's an approximate, more of an approximate of the image, and it'll try to generate more detail on its own. Not necessarily adhering to the original image. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass, but that seems to be the case. After you played with it a lot, you started noticing more detail in the real world, like your brain was upscaling things. Now you're just noticing, you're training your mind to be attentive. You're being mindful observation, more attentive. This is a pretty good one though, actually. I like it. Let me turn down the remove blur. Too much sharpening. The suppress noise feature, it's like I turn suppress noise almost to the max, and there's still like noise from the material. I guess it's trying to remove excess digital noise. It doesn't remove like fine detail. I never like using anything like a sledgehammer. I like to use it somewhere intermediate. It's weird. So I turn up suppress detail, and it looks like it makes the detail here sharper. Not super intuitive. Gotta play with it. I like it though. It's fun. I play with this all day. Upgraded in real life. a couple more shoes, then I'm going to take a quick break, and then maybe we'll try to do some upscaling of other random items just for lulz. This one's a contender. Look at those colors. The pastels. The gold plate, like the gold film. This one's good without much fuss. Those colors I love. Weird like gelatinous material here. Gold foil. Alright, one more. This one's sort of a boring shoe, but it was pretty coherent in its rendering. It's just not very exciting. Kind of a boring shoe. Boring, but since it's so simple, it's probably one of the more photorealistic upscales. It's not so much for it to mess up. This way or this way? Be standard. Yeah, like at a glance, that's a photo of a shoe, of a reasonably boring shoe. That does have, yeah, I mean, it reproduces these different materials well. The more glossy, the very matte, sort of matte kind of rubber, seems like. Matte finish, glossy finish, super glossy. Jelly. Pretty sweet. All right, so that's that batch done, I think. We'll pump all these guys out. Pump out this batch. High quality yay pegs. Choose 2. Oh, you're becoming some kind of cyborg. I know. We're like androids or cyborgs, but our cybernetics are... They're exoskeletons. They're not like within our heads yet. We're still like... Our cybernetics are attached via computer and mouse and keyboard, but not for long. We're truly living in the future. We can do Yeezys. Here, I'm going to take a quick break, but why don't we launch a prompt so you guys can wait in suspense as it loads. While this is our intermission entertainment. We'll do unreleased Yeezy shoes. I can spell from the year 2077. I'm gonna add in my biased taste, dark pastel color block. Stunning product photography. And then we'll see what it comes up with. At a glance, it looks like a shoe. Doesn't it totally reveal the nature and weakness of our brain's own image recognition? It makes us classify the image as futuristic shoe, but if you look close, it doesn't even make sense. It's uncanny how it's not so dissimilar from how we think. You know? It makes me think about how humans understand things, how we classify things, and when something's not, something's in between like a tree and a bush, and how we have to sort of, how we understand these intangible characteristics, what makes a tree, that kind of thing. Yeah, my mind's being blown every moment. The more I think about it, it's just, this is going to change a lot. I can't imagine how, but this is just feels like a technology that's going to change everything. Probably, I guess. All right, be right back.
Girl Action 2 says, "What a time to be alive."
Those ain't Yeezys. How come I got oh? It did me a pastel illustration. Let's skip my editorial here. I think that ruined it. It was a misinterpretation. Maybe unreleased? We'll try it again. Is 2077 too far? 2050? I'm disappointed with these results is what I'm saying. Seen better. Welcome back, Nancy. It made it impossible to generate realistic photos of people, but it has that capability. Surely could generate videos too. I watched this channel 2 Minute Papers where they cover sort of the progress of it. If you have access to DALL-E 2, it can generate photorealistic faces, but you're not allowed to publish them on the internet, or you get banned. You get booted from DALL-E because of the risk. What I've heard is that DALL-E 2 is not great with numbers. So, or numbers and text. So numbers of things and text. And I guess it's okay with it, whereas Google's Imagen, also not available to public, is better at text. Specific, like if you ask it to write you a hat with a specific word on it, that kind of thing. Words. What a time to be alive. Yeah, hands, hands and faces all look cursed for the most part. All right, we'll let this run, hopefully get better results. Let me find more chill music. Oh, neighbors. This is a chill song. All right, do we want to do more shoes? We've got more shoes to do, but we've been doing a lot of shoes. I guess we didn't review the ones we just made. Here's our boring but hyper-realistic boring basketball shoe. Our fantastic, very nicely photographed, a little depth of field here. Lots of different materials. Postmodern, metallic, pastel. I like this shoe. Wear this shoe. This one looks crude by comparison. The lines are so coarse. Cool, like materials, the metal, and the colors, but the same AI produced both of these, but this one looks even just much more realistic for whatever reason. You asked for a wormhole in New York, and it showed you a hole with an earthworm's skin texture. Right, it's very nuanced in the way it interprets what you're saying. This one's a really good one. It's sort of pearlescent color. There's our soft sock shoe, cyberpunk sock shoe. This one's so cool. Not super realistic, but impressive detail. This one I like a lot. I think it's fantabulous. All the wood. It's kind of blurry. It's like the photograph's a little blurry, but looks convincing. These ripples on the top of the shoe. The laces. This is like a Cleopatra shoe. Break your toes trying to wear it. Very lavish. Here we see the first incidents of the favored yellow heel. You made your favorite today? Yeah, sure. How do come here? You gonna share me a link to the image of it? Nice. Batman playing Counter-Strike. There you go. Oh, I'm on the wrong computer. Well, I guess people can see it. They can click on it. Yeah, you can do like Solid Snake in Walmart. You can do whatever, which I think is fun. You can do that endlessly for days, and I did. But then I kind of stumbled on, from DALL-E 2, these more photorealistic results, which I thought, like, you know, I thought I was gonna have to wait from DALL-E Mini. I thought I was gonna have to wait for DALL-E 2 to be able to ever generate anything that approximates anything in reality. I thought it was all just gonna be like meme generator. So while the rest of the internet is just busy putting, like, you know, SpongeBob at the Nuremberg trials or whatever, I was like, well, why don't I pursue this sort of what can we do? What can we do in the direction of realism with the limited tools available to the public today? So that's what this is. Should we check on our results? See what's in the oven. It's pretty cool though, Fancy. You gotta go to town with that. Add more descriptors. More specific prompts produce more interesting results. If not always more coherent. Oh, where's our... Here. How come it's always drawing these Yeezys for me? I want to get some good futuristic Yeezys. Futuristic. We'll do seductive product photography. That works pretty good. Pretty consistently. Futuristic. Futuristic's not a word. Futuristic. Did I have a typo in the prompt earlier? Maybe that fucked everything up. Pardon my French. Futuristic Yeezy shoes. Seductive product photography. Stylish. Don't give me a drawing next time, please. This was our stained glass kind of abomination. There's the statue, the glass and crystal shoe statue. Chocolate steampunk heels, like these. Also very nice. The impractical but cool design, kind of leaf high heel. I think we're back into the first group now. Yeah, this one also. Teenage Mutant Ninja shoes. These ones turned out pretty good. Yeezys but fish. Yeezys but fish. I don't know if that's short form for Yeezys but they're fish. I don't know if it's able to understand the grammar of meme jargon yet. See, I think you can remove the word but. I think you say farmer boots from the year 3001. I think but might throw it off. Alright, I can run another one at the same time here. Gucci flip-flops. We're throwing seductive product photography. Always a winner. zoom in for you guys. So this is the old slash current DALL-E mini site, and the new one is Craiyon from the same owners. I'm still getting a like illustration style. Why? Product photo, studio lighting. Are they just called Yeezys? Maybe I shouldn't say Yeezy shoes. Yeezys. Maybe it just doesn't have enough reference material for Yeezys to make them realistic. Is that how you spell Yeezys? Y-E-E-Z-I-E-S? Is that the plural of Yeezy? I mean, they are Yeezys. They're just not... Compared to what we've been looking at, those aren't realistic images to upscale. You know, they're like concept illustrations, rough sketches. Futuristic Yeezy shoes. Hyper detailed product photo, studio lighting, roll the dice. See what happens. These are your futuristic Gucci flip-flops. They're pretty minimalist. Got some flair though. Probably expensive. Everything must glow. Cyberpunk. Steampunk is one of the best descriptors I've found for fun results. All right, let's see what else we can upscale since we're here. We do one more batch of shoes. Let's see what we got to work with. Got some good looking shoes already. What haven't we looked at yet? We looked at these. All right, here's where we are. Any keepers here? I mean, they're okay, but they're cool looking shoes, but not the best images. They're all very illustration-y. This one's kind of a little bit more on the photo side, but not quite. Sci-fi steampunk basketball shoes by Teddy Fresh, pastel color block, seductive product photography. That one's pretty cool too, but gotta make the cut somewhere. I'm just a sucker for the colors. Top, middle? I'm taking requests. If you want to see one of these upscaled, we're doing it. Even if they don't... Even if I fail to observe the diamond in the rough myself. Doesn't hurt to try it. We'll see how they turn out. Maybe I'll do one more from this set. Curiosity getting the best of me. Bottom right one's pretty good. Grab it. I'm buying this NFT right now. I'm taking ownership of this NFT. Dude, DALL-E Mini is like the ultimate NFT generator. Good thing they're a hoax. Or good thing they have no intrinsic value, I should say. Did these. Did these. These. Okay. We've got a lot of outstanding shoes already, so I'm kind of, I need to raise the bar. We don't, it's got to be captivating, compelling image and or compelling shoe. These are all kind of, they're north of meh, but they're not grabbing me by my gonads. You know what I mean? Oh, he's a little bit more minimalist style. This is retro futuristic is a fun descriptor to use as well. Retro futuristic. Like, all right, AI, figure out what I mean by retro future. You're so pissed? Some assholes keep taking your assigned parking. Uh-oh. Yeah, get satisfaction, Bancy. Cause physical harm to its properties in Minecraft. And then try to avoid litigation in Minecraft. Mahogany cyberpunk designer heels. Cyberpunk designer heels. What's wrong with the, oh, an extra comma, extra space. Lock and load. Here's our latest attempt at Yeezys. Better. Still pretty illustrative. That one's pretty close to a coherent shoe. Oh, look, they let you take individual snaps of whichever ones you like. Oh, that could save me time, but then I lose the prompt. Actually, that's our strongest Yeezy right here. We'll just save that one. We'll let the, oh wait, I didn't even put the type of shoe. I put designer what? Heels. I forgot the word heels. Let's see what it returns without heels. It's gonna return a mahogany cyberpunk designer. Just for academic curiosity, what's it gonna come up with? Foot gloves. You confronted them IRL and they're still taking your spot? What is this? Is this not America? Alright, any keepers in this batch? The retro future aesthetic. The middle one's kind of cool. They're all kind of low deet. No. Simplistic. No way. Let's grab that middle one because it's weird. I'm not too optimistic on the on how it'll scale, but let's try it. Very low definition. Low detail, low frequency detail. Whoa. Whoa, this is without heels. This is what mahogany cyberpunk designer, I added the word heels afterwards. This is a seductive cyberpunk designer. It didn't quite know what to design. Like here's like a beverage maybe. Helmet / coffee maker. Hand grenade. But nice look and feel to these images, right? The aesthetic of these images, the cyberpunk, the photography, the dark lighting, glowy stuff. All right, let's add heels. I don't think there's any keepers here, but just, again, academically interesting. Looks cool, right? It does look cool. So just replace heels with whatever you want a picture of. I should throw Yeezys in there. Here, we'll try it. We'll try it with the Yeezys. We're just gonna change the word heels with Yeezys. I just don't know how to spell Yeezy. I don't know how to spell Yeezys plural. I just gotta do Yeezy shoes. All right, back to the upscales or the image auditions. Where were we? Oh, not there. Not here. Okay, we just did these. We're here. Future 16-punk cross-training shoes by Teddy Fresh. This bottom middle one seems kind of intriguing. You could have your nuts stomped by this shoe. We'll grab that one. See how that goes. I'm kind of optimistic on that one. I have hopes for that one. All right, just a couple more to get through. Good basketball shoes. With the light, reflective. Futuristic cyber or steampunk-based basketball shoes. I don't know if any of them are keepers though. Bottom right's pretty cool. Top right again is like realistic but not super exciting. Bottom left has some interesting detail. We'll do these three corners because I think they're promising for upscale. Based on my intuition after having done a bunch of them recently. High frequency detail is what we want, like little fine small dots, because the AI is surprisingly good at turning these into believable materials. Grab that one. Why is your first thought getting nuts stomped? I don't know. I guess I've heard about it on the internet. But I will confess I've never had my nuts stomped, so still on the bucket list there. Maybe someday. Hopefully, if and when it does happen, hopefully it's a consensual scenario. But I'm okay with waiting for that future day that may never come. Optimistic about that one too. On the bottom right. These are pretty stylish photographs. Or in the style of stylish photographs, I'd say. Potential. Lots of little tiny detail stuff. Oh, we already looked at this one though, right? Yeah. Futuristic steampunk high heel shoes. Grotesque in the middle. Aesthetically interesting. None of them are very shoe. This is the only one that's kind of actual shoe. Proud of me? Viz, you gotta run some of these on your own. Then you can share the links with me or something. I don't know if you were here when I posted the link, Craiyon.com. Go to town. Generate. Right, hacky sack is enough impact damage to the scrot zone. What about this peak hour dance music? Wicka-wicka-foo. We'll do this one. Again, it's not captivating enough to be a keeper necessarily, but we'll upscale it. For learning. We're gonna learn. Some of these are gonna be on the cutting room floor.
Simulator.
Wait, we're gonna rewind this one.
Press start now.
This is good image browsing music.
Hello. Welcome to Speaking Simulator. Press start now. Can you help me fit in?
Middle shoe. That looks real. Not too crazy, but just convincing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I love a funky bass line.
Tappybot says,
I love a funky bass line.
Whoa. Look at these. Weird.
This tune makes me want to
That's a
scat.
weird look right there. Like colorful, playful foot binding. Chic.
Ooh, bop, shoo, bop. Ooh, ah, down, da, do, do, do.
Good results in this one.
La, 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 dee, da, down, da. Press start now. Ooh,
Dude, these legs aren't even too cursed. They're like almost plausible legs.
bass line. Can you
Mildly
help me
cursed.
fit in? Press start now.
Yeah, I like the. You guys like the funky bass line?
Speaking.
This is from the game Speaking Simulator. Got a few good jams from that OST.
Girl Action 2 says, I love a funky bass line.
Boss line? How come yours was a boss line? Alright, wait, I want more chill tunes. These are good songs, but I need chill vibes. Here we go. This one's pretty good, not crazy about it, but I want to see how it turns out. What's this green part? What will the upscaling reveal to us?
Girl Action 2 says, bass line. Band Cybertrucks says, I love a funky ass line.
Ass line. And this one has some good results. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even this one, and I'd say 5 out of 9 are pretty solid here. Futuristic Steampunk Women's Shoes by Teddy Fresh, dark pastel color block. You're interested in the prompt. I wanted to not just get high heels, and I don't know how to speak intelligibly about all the different types of women's shoes. I said women's shoes. Let DALL-E figure it out. You know what I mean? One more from this batch. Are we almost done with more shoes? I'm getting a little bit of shoe fatigue. This one's so cool though. We'll try to hurry up. I'm gonna move at quicker pace. Oh, there's... How many shoes did I make? There's 5 more sets. We've got enough for another round here. I guess I'm gonna end up doing some of these offline, but that's okay. Alright. We've got 15. And some chill music. You said some interesting ones on Discord? I'll check them out. Let me just load these up in Gigapixel. Put on Privacy Shield for a moment as I go into Discord. Oops. All right, here we have super cyber steampunk high heel boots.
Girl Action 2 says, Tappy, you went crazy with shoes, helmets, and cameras.
I do. I know. Even my helmets video, it's like I produced way more helmets than got in the video. These ones are pretty wild right here. I want to see at least one. Is there one of these that you'd like to see upscale besides the one I'm picking? I'm gonna pick this one because it looks most like actual shoes. This one looks super detailed and interesting, though. Maybe we'll try those two. I think these are not full-size screenshots, so it's going to be upscaling from an even smaller size. I guess maybe you took these on your phone or something? It seems like these are even lower, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe they're the same. Just wanted to share? Alright, we're going to upscale a couple of them just for academics. It's just fun to ask the AI, the different AI, ask the AI, ask DALL-E, what image do you think of when I type in this text? And it's fun to ask the Gigapixel, what image do you see when I give you all these little pixels? What does it think? All right, so we got those two. We're gonna add them to, wait, where did they get saved to? Oh, they're right here. All right, we're gonna add these to the list. Let's get back to embiggening. Music down a little bit. Click the screenshot button, then it's probably fine. Hopefully it does the native resolution. It looks like it. They're all about 294. They're all just under 300-ish in dimension. Now that one's a blurry mess. It's better, but there's not much detail in this shoe design just on a whole. It's cool, but there's not much detail for the AI to make up, you know. Clean, but not super exciting. Clean shoe. Less to gasp at. This one I'm curious. What material are we looking at here? I like this shoe. This one works better with low, more detail. From this, you get it's not a super complex design, but it's a very nice. I like this shoe. I like the colors, the shape. It's a very tiny, tiny heel right there. That's probably gonna hurt a little bit. That's a good shoe. Again, not super exciting, but another clean, but not super exciting shoe. Busted heel, though. This one's already busted. Might not make the video, but not bad. Nothing to write home about. It doesn't quite know what to make of all this gold stuff just from this image. Less successful. Yeah, not loving that one. I'm gonna chuck that one. Bortus, what's going on? Bortuitus, I haven't seen you in a minute. I mean, I haven't been around in a minute, but how are you, good sir? How are things in Kentucky? How's the tech support business going? We're designing some nut-crushing shoes, Bort. You ready? Hopefully you brought your nuts. Do you know what we're doing? Have you heard of DALL-E? Have you heard of AI image synthesis? These are the Yeezys. This music's too hype. You can't talk over it. We're using the power of cutting-edge AI to generate images with this limited free-to-use version. And then we're using AI to upscale them further and blowing my mind, at least as I do it, with the results. These aren't so bad. But they're very illustrative. They're not like photographs. They're very drawing-y. You've seen people use it? Yeah, it's a lot. It's fun. I produced my first YouTube video in 4 years because I'm so excited about this stuff. Oh, here's the mahogany cyberpunk heels. Here's some absolutely cursed ankles. They're not super coherent, unfortunately, these shoes. This one is, but it's addictive. Yeah, I'm just like, you know, you're just like just one more, or like you throw in a prompt and you get really good results. And like, what if I change one word? What if I change 2 words? What if I add 1 word? What if I change 3 words? It's just whatever you can conceive of. You can get the AI to show you back something interesting, if not perfect. It's just interesting, and then upscaling them, so you can go from like this. So like this is the quality that DALL-E Mini outputs, and then with the trickery of more AI, you can get some pretty convincing upscales. Where it takes just like this pixel soup and turns it into metal that looks like it's reflecting light appropriately and crazy. You can turn them into almost photos. This one's actually pretty good. We like it with the low res. We get more detail in the texture here with the low res option. No, it's actually similar texture. The lines seem softer. I think that looks more crisp. We'll go with that one. So much dopamine. I mean, if you're a creative person or you just like graphics or imagery or interested in AI, it's pretty fascinating. What a time to be alive. There's a channel on YouTube, 2-Minute Papers, which is where I get exposed to most of the developments in this field. But it's a really cool YouTube channel just about AI and technology and graphics and stuff. This is like Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, Future Punk edition. She doesn't have her ruby slippers. She's got her Technicolor, Art Deco kind of slippers. I think that one's pretty good. This is a Cinderella's glass slipper here. That looks like a photograph, man. Sort of a scuffed shoe, but it looks so good. Do the 200. Let's do the 400% comparison. I mean, you can't get enough to see context, but it generates so much detail from so little, from a blob of pixels. All this subtlety, all this nuance from nothing. A little like damaged, like worn surface, little scuffs. Color me impressed. Glass slipper. Oh. Glass slipper is a good prompt, right? Extravagant glass slippers. Roll the dice. See what happens. Will I do a prompt of some kind for ruby slippers, please? Sure. These Yeezys aren't working out. Fabulous? I can't spell fabulous. Fabulous. Ruby slippers. Rub slippers. Ruby. Hello, I'm John from Florida. I'm here to help you with tech support. Only take payment in Google gift card. Are you on a laptop or a desktop? Dude, this glass slipper is pretty good. Very simple render, but convincing. Convincing. More cyberpunk high heels. Pretty solid. The detail on like this metal right here. So good. Standard or low res? It's a pretty good shoe. Now I'm excited about this next set here. Look at that. These ones have such dramatic like studio lighting. Little mesh upper. Is that what they call it? Mesh upper? Weird gold stuff. This one's pretty rad. Coming from like nothing. Mesh upper. From that mess. These gold nodules. That's impressive. I would wear this shoe for sure. Take my money, please. That's a good shoe. You tried Ruby Slippers, didn't work out? Maybe it doesn't have Wizard of Oz reference. I mean, I guess they're not ruby. Aren't they actually sequined slippers? Red sequined. But Dorothy's red sequined slippers, because that's what they are in real life. See if we can get the AI to return what we want. These aren't bad though. I mean, it's just like a red slipper. This one's coherent, seems like. This one's like a shoes melting onto one another. think this one was our strongest. Oops. Glass slipper. Whoa. Look at that. Look at the glass rendering with reflections and everything and refraction. They're all kind of cursed, unfortunately, but there's some potential here. The glass, it's amazing how good it can do glass. These aren't fully coherent though. They're kind of slipper soup. Bottom middle of the ruby one. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I like the way it handles this. I like the way this glass looks, but the shoe's not quite there. All right, we got our work cut out for us. This is a really cool one. Also impressive. This song is mad making. This one's chill. You like the bottom middle on the glass? But it's like the reflection, it's all, the image is broken. It's like weird waterfall into nothing. They're almost there. With a little work we can get some good glass slippers, I believe. What about some glass high tops though? I'm more interested in stuff that can't exist. Or doesn't exist. It works well with so much, look at, there's so much detail. It likes detail, it eats up detail. The low res is cleaner sometimes, but it looks more like an illustration where standard can help it simulate a photo a little bit better. It's amazing. Like this weird eyeball thing in the middle. Nothing. It's just it's just pixel soup. The AB, like the comparison between on and off, just blows me away. Like all this stuff in here. How does it... Hard to understand like how does it know what it's supposed to be? This one's a good one. This one's solid. From a technical perspective, at least. Seems to understand these materials pretty good too. Not the most exciting shoe, but solid render. Probably gonna be on the cutting room floor though. The shoe itself is too mundane. Gotta make some cuts somewhere. That one's not very... That ain't right. Can I skip that one? I'm getting I'm like shoe overload. one's visually interesting, but there's not much there. Besides the colors. We're gonna scuttle that one too. Scuttling. I think we have 3 or 4 more. Okay, here we go. Chill tunes, please. Here we go. Low res handles better for this one. This one does the color block approach very well. We've just been spoiled by super compelling shoes. It kind of handles the laces okay. I mean, they're not real, but it's kind of okay handling of the laces. Fudge laces. So after this, I think we'll just go take a tour and review all of the images we've made tonight. It's just it's an embarrassment of riches that there's so many good. We've got so many good results, output. Interesting materials here. But nothing about it is distinctive enough to like capture my memory. It's like it's cool, but it's not memorable. This one, it's not distinctive enough. Mine eye. Oh, and here's one from I thought I'd pick 2, but here's one. Oh yeah. So this Talenko, these are your picks for your images. Yeah, they turn out. Leather. Sufficiently goth. What if we try a very compressed algorithm? Even more detail. Tends to look more illustrated. That's a lot of detail on that left leg compared to low res. Weird how they behave differently. Here's low res. Here's very compressed. It like chonks out the detail more like relief. Versus standard. Blurrier. Versus low res. They're different in these weird subtle ways. It's hard to decide which one looks best sometimes. I think the very compressed looks too textured, just like unrealistic. That's not right. Low res. And then one more, and then we're done with shoes. This is my other pick from Talenko's set. Yeah, I can check some out. If I don't get to them on stream, I can check them out after stream. These aren't that great. We're just curious about what the materials would be. I mean, it's all mind-blowing, but it's not the best picture of shoes. Alright, so we'll scuttle this one too. And then we're going to review all the images we've created, and I'll start considering which ones I want to showcase in the video. So I'll probably include many of them in a quick montage, but... Select all. Save. JPEGs. Choose 3. Burning through them. Giga. All right, how many shoes did we make today? Look at this wealth of shoes. Look, here, all over here. These images didn't exist yesterday, or even a couple hours ago. All right, so let's quickly go take a tour of the images we've created. I'll hide for this segment. Here we have shoe and other shoe, a couple high tops, color block, pastels.
Very good.
Thank you. Here we have a pretty convincing basketball shoe. This one feels like it could exist. Very stylish, futuristic shoe. Wait, how come this one doesn't look all... How come this one's all blurry? That's not how it looked when I was in... Wait. It looked more detailed, didn't it? Well, anyway, it still looks cool. Very dramatic lighting on this one. Some bling all over the place. I like this shoe very much. Not quite coherent boot. Not quite sure how the foot goes in there in the top area. Yeah, otherworldly shoes. Shoes that could exist but don't, but might, but could, but don't. This one looks like it. This one very easily could be photograph. Especially at a glance, this one's definitely photograph. This one's less photograph, but this one's more artistically interesting. Like making a statement. Fancy shoe to go to a cocktail party. I like the little yellow fuzz at the bottom here. Little fluff ball. Kinda cute. In a similar vein. Rose tones. Cute little toe separation. Iridescent pale, like sage color against that burnt orange. I just love the colors here. I like the subtlety of the colors. Looks like every drawer set you've ever had. Which one? Which one? Fancy. When you say that one, you know, I might not pick up on which one you're referring to. This one's very strappy. Not very detailed, but aesthetically sound. This one falls into the boring but realistic category. It's boring but realistic. This is one of my faves. I think it's just very successful. The depth of field and the surface that it just feels like a photograph just because you can see, like, you can feel the space that it was photographed in. Second set vertical one, of which I don't know. Second set vertical one, I don't know what. I don't know how to tell you to tell me which one it is either. But okay, I'll have to live with not knowing. Again, this looks like a photo to me, especially like smaller at a glance as a photo. This one's a little cruder in the lines. The soft material. Weird stub-nosed horse face shoe. Cyberpunk horse mask face shoe. This one I wish it was a little bit more crisper on the details, but I love the aesthetic of this shoe. Wood, the platform. Bernie Sanders, you spelled his name wrong, dude. Strappy one where the legs aren't as broken. This one? Where the legs, this one? This is what Bansy's every drawer set you've ever had looks like this. You're just skimming through these shoes, just at a glance, looking at the small preview window in OBS, they all look like photographs. Mostly. This is one of the least comfortable shoes award winner. shoes as art. This one was very successful. I think this one's a hot shoe. This one's cool too. A little bit cruder on the lines. Color's less hot. Avocado shoe. Teenage Mutant Ninja shoes. This was a successful on a whole. This one's a good one. These ones are pretty cool too. They're a little bit Yeezish. It's not as poofy. The only one that looks like it could be a set of drawers. This one. Some of you guys probably missed this one. Look at this. This cowboy boot. The googly eyes. Stepping on some gum. This is a thumbnail material. Pretty solid, just not as compelling. This one just like speaks to me for whatever reason. Or high heel kind of things. Oh. All right, so that's it for what we generated today. So one of these looks like a set of drawers. One of these like enlarged ones I went through. I don't know. If I really need to know, maybe you can point it out to me in Discord later. Blanco. All right, so I think we're done with doing upscaling stuff, but I will let you see a few of the other images that I've upscaled that are not shoes, just to wind things down for this stream. Get a taste of other things I've been playing with, like these helmets. This helmet I thought was particularly realistic. Pretty good render. Lots of little detail. This is a pretty good helmet. This was from a different AI. This is from Latent Image or whatever it's called. Roots. Also cool in its own right. I love this one. It's like a kid's helmet. I love this material over here and the way the light plays off of it. Combat helm. A little more Bioshocky. Very dramatic lighting. Pretty cool. Rubber material here. I love the iridescent shine of the visor here. I like this one a lot. Look at this one. This one's like a face, right? I asked for a helmet, but clearly there's an eye here, a cartoony eye, mouth with a gap in the front teeth. Right, these are like teeth. It's not, I mean, I guess it could be a helmet, but it looks like a helmet character. I thought this one's so cool. Hey, thank you, GA. It's my pleasure. I'll check out all those images after stream. Look, this one's like a Vortigaunt, if you're familiar with Half-Life lore. It's a helmet in the style of a Vortigaunt, which I thought is also very detailed and convincing. Here we got some pastel color block, tribalist kind of helmet. Some good materials. This soft kind of leather stuff here. Eyepiece. Another I like combining these sort of military helmet designs, but with just completely absurd pastel, playful colors. This one's a Dark Souls inspired helmet, but it looks like a cool illustration. It's just like Angry Bird kind of vibe. A little bit of Fallout with the gas mask stuff. Nice chunky thick helmet. This one's a little bit all over the place, but interesting. This one, the upscaling, this is not upscaled yet, apparently. One of them, though. This one I also thought was very realistic. I guess partly because it's on this pedestal, but little details on the metal. Less realistic, but kind of cyberpunky, cool design. Oh, now he did some cameras. Steampunk, cyberpunk camera combo. Purples and golds. Highly technical. Thing that doesn't exist. crazy wooden camera. Slick lighting. This camera also looks kind of like a face, so like the eye and like some teeth down here. Eye of Sauron. It's alive. More of a standard camera, but cool visual treatment. The neon and the lighting. Slick painting highlights. This one's kind of blah. This industrial chic I like. Caterpillar kind of style. This weird curved bit. It's a bunch of weird buttons everywhere. Dramatic lighting. Why don't we end on this kid? He's gonna wish you a good night and haunt you in your dreams. Don't look too close at his facial features because they're not there. But he's wishing you all a good night. I'm gonna wrap up for tonight. Oh, take a look at Discord, see some more stuff that you guys have been creating. Maybe put a little bit of work into the next video. I will be back on Thursday, probably playing Cyberpunk because I do want to get through that game. But I can't deny that I'm enraptured by this technology and playing with it, and hopefully hopefully it's fun for you guys, and it seems like it's interesting not only to me but to some of you out there. Thank you, Jesse Skinner, if you're still within earshot, for the invitation to Midjourney. Maybe I'll end up streaming that instead. Who knows what's gonna happen? Future is unwritten. Tom Cruise baby. Oh, it is kind of like Tom Cruise baby, huh? From the new Top Gun. But he doesn't have a baby there. But anyways, I will be back before too long. Thank you for the resubs and stuff and support and hanging out. Jesse Skinner, access to Midjourney, OMG. But I'll see you guys back over on the Discord or over on YouTube now, where you can check out videos I'm once again producing. Or just back here, or maybe on the street I'll see you. Wherever it may be, may you stay safe and sane and healthy and yeah. Be good to yourself and to others around you, and then I hope to see you soon. Wherever we may meet again, that kind of stuff, closing thoughts, well wishes on my way out. You guys have a good night. Bye. Peace.
Thank you.
Most importantly, under no circumstances should you. Goodbye.
TappyBot says,
Good night, y'all.